The music and the performance and the fashion are one. I don't separate my art from my life. It is one whole thing.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey, Tom.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Patrick.
And this is Chewing on Pearls, the show where we famously dissect and decipher Lady Gaga's chameleonic career and its impact one pearl at a time. This is an emergency.
Yes, this is an emergency broadcast. Tom is currently in Florida.
Yeah.
I'm currently in a storage closet at work.
It's iconic. We're on Zoom. I'm in Florida for work.
Yeah.
We're going to put this out literally tomorrow morning. So you're hearing this. We're recording this mere hours before
yes.
Before you hear it. Yeah. I mean, where do we start?
The reason that we're making this emergency broadcast is LG 6.5 is coming.
It's coming. The skinny. Yesterday, Lady Gaga posted like 2 posts on her Instagram, more of these like cryptic text messages. And then billboards appeared in New York and LA that said LG 6.5 in this kind of scribbled handwriting with some like chopped up imagery. We were queening out over this. And then today she announced Harlequin, her companion solo album, companion to the soundtrack for Joker, Folie. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling extremely validated because we recorded quite a few episodes that are on the way. And, you know, in these episodes that we recorded over the past week or so, we correctly predict a lot of what is turning out to be true. So
that's right.
I'm just I'm just feeling very connected to Mother. And like our finger is on the pulse, her pulse.
Totally.
We're strangling her. No.
Yes. And I love, well, to clarify, the album is coming this Friday, September 27th.
Yes.
Speculated that there will be a music video, and the imagery that has been released, just to speak to what you were just speaking about, does kind of refer back to this pre-fame Lady Gaga Marry the Night music video. We talked about this at length in the Black Hair episode we just put out, and then also in the Venice in Vogue episode we put out, where we were kind of clocking that the hair she was wearing had this red wash, and it was all kind of giving Marry the Night, and how Marry the Night is this tribute to the struggles that she went through pre-fame. And then we're getting these visuals that are super reminiscent of that, if you want to describe what we're seeing so far.
Yeah, so there are 2 covers for the album as of now. One featuring Gaga in like a half washed off Harlequin-esque makeup situation. Mm-hmm. One side of her face is this kind of smudgy black eyeliner, lip line situation. And she's wearing a life vest under a shower.
Yes.
Which is incredible. It makes me think of when Gaga was on American Horror Story and got close with Angela Bassett. And Angela Bassett told her, when Gaga was having a hard time, like getting rid of the Countess, and she felt like it was in her life and she was carrying it around. And Angela said, you need to get in the shower and take a really hot shower and wash her off. So immediately I thought of that, and I'm like, oh, she's trying to wash Harley off. But I also think too, we'll get into the alternate cover in a second, but I also think too, to toot our own horns again, because why not? All of these little press interviews that Gaga's doing for Folie, you know, they're really talking to her about kind of her genesis as someone with like a dual identity.
Yes.
And we've been talking a lot about that in speculation with LG7 and feeling like this double album, which again seems like
here we are.
But also her just being like, yeah, I can actually pinpoint the moment when I became Lady Gaga, and it's when something really awful and traumatic happened to me when I was a young person. A la Marry the Night video, a la the alternate cover, where she's in this like one bedroom apartment, messy boots vibes on a mattress, surrounded by clues and hints and Easter eggs referencing Gaga's career and Gaga lore.
Yeah.
Some of them being obvious, some of them being a little bit more of a deep cut. Some notable ones: the disco bra from the Just Dance music video.
Which we recorded an episode where we talk about that video that we haven't put out yet. So
right, yeah,
it's all perfect.
It's all perfect. It's like, Tom and I have just like back and forth for the past 12 hours been like, oh my God, is she like, did she bug your apartment? Like, how is she literally so like, it just feels kind of insane. We also just shared Tom shared a video with me where shout out to the interviewer, whoever this little monster is, that asks Gaga to reminisce on the manifesto of Little Monsters, which is literally an episode that we just recorded.
So our fingers are on the pulse. If you're listening to Chewing on Pearls, you're getting the whole story.
You're getting the whole story. Some other Easter eggs, a smashed Joanne World Tour VHS.
Yeah.
So maybe it was recorded and it never came to.
Yeah. Has a sledgehammer also, next to it.
Yeah. A young Tony Bennett singing on the television in the corner. The letters to a young poet on the ground. Infamously, Gaga has a quote from the book on her arm, on her inside of her bicep. And then there's also some other ones that are just like interesting, like all these nitrous chargers just kind of around. The lovers, the tarot card number 6, the lovers under her in the shower. Her sitting in the art pop pose in the shower, which I do think it's notable too that in some of the imagery that were the billboards, these cut up images, her art pop tattoo is like front and center.
Totally.
It's giving mental breakdown boots.
Yes. Yeah. I really love, you spoke about duality, and like we've been getting a lot of that kind of language from her this year. You know, she hasn't done that much press, but when we have, she has alluded to it. And then to see these kind of two faces on her, it just really does speak to Harley, the character that she plays in Joker, Lee, I guess, as somebody she really tapped into and kind of like discovered her voice again through, potentially, because of her relationship to the Joker as a fan, you know, in the film, but then also because of this like dual identity that's happening. And I love that the bedroom imagery that we're getting, but also the shower imagery that we're getting, both show her in kind of like normal, quote unquote, clothes. Around her are like a half-eaten hamburger and bullets, and like there's like packets of cigarettes, and like it's dirty, but it's also so normal. I don't know.
And then the quote on the wall, like scribbled, and it says, what does it say? Something about another hit of the right, or a hit of the right stuff.
Yeah, and
hold on, let me find it so we can say the accurate one.
While you do that, I also kind of was reminded weirdly of, we talk about, you know, the Marry the Night video, the mattress on the floor, and the applause video. But I'm also thinking about the interlude during the Joanne World Tour, where she is literally like huffing applause. And she's in a dressing room, so it's like a different kind of vibe, but I still get that same kind of like a girl in a room.
Yeah, and she has like a similar kind of like peachy orangey tawny hair color. On the wall scribbled, it says, "I just needed a dose of the right stuff."
And that's why, again, the fame, you know, it's all connected here.
Her on the inside of the vinyl booklet writing Harlequin in lipstick on the mirror, like Natalie Portman in Black Swan with whore.
Yes. I think obviously like this announcement is shocking, but also what's so exciting is those images of her shooting something at the Louvre, and we saw her in this reddish hair. It's kind of, I'm like 90% sure that that's linked to this project. And so a lot of people are like, oh my God, are we getting a visual from the Louvre? it looks like we're going to be getting some Gaga covers of what Lee sings in the film.
Yeah, so
but
let's get
also
into
some
the track
originals.
list.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it seems like it's split between songs that are going to be also on the Joker official soundtrack.
Yeah.
So those same covers and then a couple original songs.
Yeah.
So we don't know yet, but are they going to be the same version? We know that in the movie they allegedly sang live. So like, is that going to be the album soundtrack? And then these are like the studio versions that of Gaga singing these songs. Is she going to perform differently because she did some press saying like, oh, I use my voice in a way that I never have before.
Yeah. And what's so fascinating about the text post that she made, I'm ready for my interview. Don't tell me what to wear. No duct tape, no mission. Moon dust gets everywhere. And the thing about that is that it rhymes. It could be a verse. Those could be also references to specific songs that are on this album, because like I'm just thinking of the moon dust line. Moon dust is mentioned in the Carpenter song Close to You.
Yes.
And so then I'm like, is she reimagining them?
Also, the start of the Chromatica Ball tour is the moon exploding above Dodger Stadium and moon dust literally going everywhere.
It's too much. I'm like, I saw someone on Gaga Daily post like, oh, are these just going to be like Gaga doing the same thing? And someone made a comparison to like Do in Time by Lana Del Rey. Like that's a cover of Sublime, but it is done so in Lana's production style and like through her perspective, so it takes a new meaning. And I wonder if Gaga will change some of the words here and there in some of these covers, or even some of the phrasing.
Part of me too is thinking like, is she like, don't get it twisted, Lee might be singing some busted notes in this movie, but Lady Gaga is a vocal performer.
That's exactly what like in like the silliest, cutest way I'm gonna say this to her. Like, girl, are you putting out this album 1 week before the soundtrack comes out so you remind everyone that you do in fact know how to sing these songs?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So
let's
get might be.
Yeah, I mean, why not? And also the visuals. I'm already so excited, and I'm excited for potentially, my little pop lover, dance electronic lover heart is hoping for maybe a hint of what is to come for LG7, or even like, and I don't want to get ahead of it like ourselves, because I'm really excited for Harlequin, but also like, is there a way that the visuals will tie in somehow? Like, how is she's calling it 6.5. Like, how is it bridging the gap?
Which makes Dawn of Chromatica 6.25?
Absolutely it does. Let's get into the whole, Michael Polanski of it all.
Oh my God. Executive producer Michael Polanski.
Yes.
Little Monsters Incorporated.
No, like I would have never guessed that he would be an executive producer on one of her projects ever.
Right.
Ever. Right. Unless it was philanthropic.
And it's like, so she has this new label imprint, like what is going on? And, she talked about on the carpet or in the Vogue interview, their creative output as a couple. I'm like, are they going to start signing artists? Like, what is going on?
I know, because the imprint her music used to be released under for a while. I mean, she's been on a bunch, but there was like the House of Gaga Productions or recording, House of Gaga recording or something. And if I'm not mistaken, I do think her dad was pretty involved in one of them. Like at least as somehow, not in any creative sense.
For the record, fuck Joe Germanotta.
Yeah, fuck that.
All angst, misery, take Chapel Row and suffering and give it to that man.
Yes, exactly. Like, and keep your daughter's name out of your mouth when you're
both, and your wife.
Yeah. When you're absolutely. And Gaga is a mama's girl now, so we won.
Because she was pining for her dad's love for so long, and then she realized that he's a fucking xenophobic piece of shit.
Yeah, and that Joanne wasn't going to heal him.
She can't fix him, and it's not her job.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll get off my...
No, please don't. I mean, I feel like, why is she smashing the Joanne World Tour? Because it's the tour. Well, first of all, she had to end it short because of her pain, but also she like had to testify in Dr. Luke's
Right. Yeah.
thing during that time,
Yeah.
which
Messy
was really
boots
hard for
time.
her.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
also it was the tour where she was like performing to her dad in the audience,
Yeah.
being like,
And fucking Taylor Kinney showed up to the
yes.
Chicago show.
And
Like,
just
fuck
being like,
off.
heal
Yeah.
me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, or not heal me. I'm healing you,
You.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. God.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this project. The thing is, I'm just gonna say it. I know monsters are gonna be out here complaining that it's mostly covers or that it's covers of songs she's covering in the movie. We have been waiting for a covers album from Gaga
Right.
forever.
Well, and kind of what we were talking about earlier today when we were texting about this, and as it relates to LG7, like now we know that those snippets in Paris are from LG7. And given the
Absolutely.
nature of kind of these little audio clips that she's posted with the Instagram text posts, it sounds like Harlequin's going to be very analog, very live
Yeah.
instrumentation, very her with a band. And then LG7 is just going to be this heavy ass electronic music.
Yeah, it feel like, I love to get into like the concept of it all and like linking the stories of all of these different projects. And I saw an illustration where someone labeled the characters in the illustration as LG 6.5 and LG 7, and LG 6.5 was this girl standing in front of a mirror in her like cute outfit, and LG 7 was her reflection, this goth girl reaching out to her.
Mm,
And I love this idea of like from the visuals, just to speculate, because we love to do that. There's darkness in the Harlequin project.
mm.
There's this kind of like earthy kind of the indulgence of this earthly life. We have cigarettes, we have, a half-eaten hamburger on the floor, like all of that
She's in
stuff.
squalor.
She's in
Yeah.
squalor,
It's
and
giving mentally unwell.
yeah. It's like the purgatory that is earthly dwelling. And I'm like, oh, LG7 is when the darkness fully takes over. Like the
Right.
demon is whispering in
Mm,
the Harlequin ear, but hasn't fully arrived yet.
right.
So I'm excited to see how these projects are so different and also speak to each other, because I don't think she would be releasing all of this so closely together if there wasn't some kind of
Well, I saw a take
linkage.
that was like, you have to be incredibly confident in your project to like have a droplet single that has nothing to do with like
Hello.
your new music, 2 albums for the movie coming out, followed by the lead single for your next studio album, which
Yeah.
now, like going back and parsing through, she did these little interviews where she's like, it's a secret. I don't want to reveal too much. But her like saying explicitly my next studio album. So it's like she's at the same time acknowledging that this is like a Lady Gaga album, but it's not LG7.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
So the
totally.
timeline is interesting. It's like, were they working on LG7 and then she, was making Joker and was like, wait a minute, I am connected to Harley in a way that's beyond just being
Right.
an actress. Like I'm connected to Harley as a musician.
Yeah, which is so like it's kind of just that like synthesis of her like artistic identities is something that we've all seen so clearly, but I think she has only recently sort of settled into comfortably, which I'm really excited. I've said this already to you, but then also on this podcast, like I think this is like the beginning of a next major stage of her career, and I'm really excited.
Even her looks recently too have been this kind of self-referential. Like people, when she went to that screening and surprised people, and she's in the black bodysuit with the ruffles, and people are pulling out that like Harlequin jumpsuit she wore in like 2009, and then the hair being kind of this like in between the Fame Monster and the Art Pop frizz, and like all of these press looks that she's doing, that it's like she's giving she continues to give Joni Mitchell, which like I love.
And then earlier this year during Jazz and Piano, she was giving Born This Way.
Right.
So what is happening?
Yeah. I'm really excited, and rumors are rumors, but there's like a take going on going around online right now saying that the music video is her in the Louvre dancing around statues of her former self. And then she accidentally breaks one. And then because she broke one, she's like, well, fuck it. And then she destroys everything. And then there's a statue that's supposedly LG7 that's all black.
I literally am like, you know, the monster that posted that, if that's like true, I will die. And if it's not true, they need to be hired. Like,
yeah, right.
They need to be on the staff. And you know what? Now I'm going to do more speculating. My fantasy is that Miss Girl drops a video for the original single that's on this project this Friday. And then whether it's a week later, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later in October, the LG7 lead is a continuation of that story.
Right.
So like, let's say that video concept is real, speculation. The like black statue comes to life or so, you know, like something like that, where it's like they're connecting the story from whatever she releases for the Harlequin visual to what's coming in October. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping that she takes the painting of the gesture from the museum and like brings
puts
it back
in
to
her bedroom.
Apartment.
Yeah. God, I'm so excited. I'm glad that we were able to chat tonight because we do have these episodes that are, you know, in the queue, but like this is breaking news.
Which will be fun to listen to now.
Yeah.
When we publish them.
Yeah, I feel like honestly the Manifesto of Little Monsters episode needs to come out next. So maybe we can get that out. And then hopefully you'll hear us talking about a visual or some music from Harlequin. Like it's coming in like 3 days.
Yes,
so
it's literally coming in 3 days.
So like we have a lot to, you know, we're rolling with the punches here.
And shout out to
HQ.
Yeah, and shout out to all of our fans and listeners who have messaged us asking for our thoughts.
Yes. So these are
we
the
love
thoughts.
you. Thank you for listening.
Yes. We will be back with a non-Zoom in-person queening out. I'm like a 4-hour episode about Harlequin.
Right. Yeah.
Just kidding, but actually
probably not. Yeah.
But yeah, I think we should leave it at that and see what comes on Friday.
Yes.
We've speculated, we've given the facts, you know.
My pause could not be more up.
I know. Honestly, I was like not excited to be on this work trip. And then I got to the job site that I was going to, long story, got all the stuff on my phone. And I was like, this is the best day of my life. I woke up at 4 a.m. to get on a flight.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like in a mop closet.
Yeah. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, right. Honestly, it's giving Harlequin.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for listening. If you listen to this.
Yeah. And you'll hear from us soon.
Yeah, very soon. Pause up.
Pause up. Huh.
Yeah. Bye.
Oh. Bye. Never mind. Bye.
Let you in.